Boom! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. My name's Clint, and today, number one, we're testing out a new mic setup. So let me know how it works. I've been having all kinds of issues with the last mic. Let me know how clear the audio is. We'll see how this goes. All right, so today we're talking about a top 10 list. We'll probably do more than 10. Spoiler alert, I almost always do more than 10. Today we're doing not the top 10 backpacks, already done, check it out on the channel. Not the top 10 satchels, already done, check it out on the channel. Not the top 10 crossbody bugs, also already done. Top 10 ultralight crossbody bags. We're going super light bags. Now, why would you want to carry a super light bag? Well, first off, then the only weight that you are carrying really is the stuff in the bag. If you get a 1, 2, 3 pound bag hanging around your neck all day, it can really become an issue. Not only for just wear and tear on your body, but also just fatigue in the moment. So, we're going to be looking at ultralight bags. This one, to get us started, is actually not on the top 10 list. It's just not. It is a good example, though, of what makes a bag ultralight. This is from Palante. This is a very small outdoors maker, Palante. And I'm going to put the link to all of these bag makers in the video description. And we're really going to be focusing on makers today. We're going to look at their bags, but we're going to be talking about these makers. Makers that you can bookmark, that you can follow on social media, that you can enjoy kind of their new stuff. The bags I'm going to show you are mostly available. Some of them are on clearance sale right now, which means that 3 months from now, 6 months from now, when you watch this video, hello in the future, the bag might not be there, but the maker still will be in all likelihood, which means that they'll be making other cool stuff. So, this is Palante. This is a really ultralight, outdoorsy kind of pocket that you would just throw on when you're going fishing or mountain climbing. It has a kind of a belt loop here to keep it tight to your body if you were in a scenario where you needed to have your bag but also pin it to your body. Think mountain biking, think rock climbing, etc. This bag is dead simple. It's this ultralight ultra grid, and it's got a ultra stretch pocket on the front that you can slip an easy access item into, and it's got one pocket. Boom. And that pocket has an AquaGuard zipper. There's a lot of cool little details, like on the inside here you can see there's a burnt orange stitching here that you can only see when you're using the bag from overhead, but it's a nice little detail. This is a well-made bag. It's just not my favorite because it has a half inch? Yeah, this is a half-inch strap. And this half-inch strap has a G-hook on it, which my kind of least favorite attachment, because it can slip out if the bag becomes a little loose over time. And also, I just don't like a half-inch strap. I like at least a 1-inch strap. I prefer a 1.5-inch strap. A 2-inch strap also, not a bad thing, but half-inch, too dainty for me. Too dainty for me. Your mileage may vary. This might be perfect for you. And again, the half-inch strap, lighter than other choices. And that'll be a theme. You're not going to see giant, robust straps on most of these bags because that does come with a weight penalty, right? Okay, now let's get into the top 10 list. We're grounded in the principles of what we're looking for today. Ultralight crossbody bags. You would use these outdoors. You would use these traveling. They take up no extra weight in your suitcase. And you can pull them out and walk around the city when you get to town. Really useful form factor. Crossbody, really great attribute. Ultralight. Let's get into it. All right, so this one is an oldie and goodie. This is a classic bag for a reason. This is the Patagonia Atom 8-liter sling. It is not the most light bag on this list, but it is fairly light for the size of bag that you have, and it is an absolute classic. So you've got a main compartment here with a tech or tablet sleeve in the back, and that's about it in here, but that's all you really need in a sling is a main compartment and one sub pocket here. This sub pocket here has a key leash and it has good dimension. It goes to about right here on the bag. And then you've got these compression straps across the front, and these can be tuckable. So you can see there's these little, if you want a cleaner look, you can tuck your compression straps into the bag here. No issues there. On the back, you've got some padding, and then on the strap, you've got a little cell phone pocket. And I say you've got some stretch here on this side, but I do say little because when this bag was first made and constructed and designed, they didn't really have iPhone 15 Pro Maxes. So the actual cell phone pocket on these is a little bit smaller than the biggest of today's phones. You do also have a little attachment loop up here that you could clip a water bottle to or a light. Overall, it's a great little bag. It especially excels at outdoor activities, as you would expect from Patagonia. Little fishing bag, little hiking bag for a small day hike. It's a really useful bag, and it is extremely comfortable to wear over time. So it's a good way to kick off our top 10 list with a classic, the Patagonia Atom 8-liter sling. Honestly, classic for a reason, and one of the designs that has just, along with the Black Hole Duffel series, stuck around in Patagonia's lineup for a long time. And I think you all know, Patagonia is a company that you can feel good about where your dollars are going. So that's a plus too. All right, you ready for another one? Let's fire it up. All right, this is the first time I think this brand has been on this channel, so I'm pretty excited about that. But it's time for Baboon to the Moon. Maybe the coolest bag company name. I've got one more coming. But one of the coolest bag company names out there, Baboon to the Moon. They're really known for their go bags, their large duffel series that comes in 3 different sizes. They're also known for funky colorways. We're talking about like coat epoxy level of funkiness in their colorways. Really cool. They sell at Urban Outfitters. They sell online. It is a neat bag. This is my favorite bag that they make though. This is the Crescent Crossbody bag. You can see here this one already has an upgraded strap over the last couple that we've looked at. I like this a lot. It's a 2-inch premium nylon. It also is in baby blue with orange details, which is just screaming, you know, funky and awesomeness. You've got a slip nylon pocket here. Super light, adds no weight, but adds a ton of functionality. Imagine tossing your Cliff Bars in there. Then you've got a zippered pocket on the front. They've gone with this super light, just ultra thin paracord for all the zipper pulls, adding no weight at all. Like most of the weight in this bag, honestly, comes from a little bit of hardware that is clumped up here at the edges, but there's just not much to it. On both sides, you have bottle pockets. These bottle pockets are stretchy and contractible. You can tighten them up. Then on the back, you've got a bisected pocket. These are both slip pockets. There are no closures on these pockets. I think a plastic snap closure wouldn't have added much weight to the bag and might have been the way to go with those 2 pockets. But then inside the bag, in the main event here, in the main compartment, you have a key leash with a gated hook on it. I like that a lot. And then inside, tough to see because we're doing an entire back review in camera number 1 today. You've got mesh slip pockets times 2 and 1 large zippered pocket. So this is a funky little crossbody bag. It wears really well. Just kind of rides low or rides around your back, or you can cinch it up to be a pretty tight crossbody. But overall, a pretty nice bag and one of the cheaper ones on this list. I mean, it's going to run you around $100. This you can get used for around $40 on like Poshmark or Mercari. These are really, really funky bags. It will feel a little floppy on you because of how wide it is. And on that bag, love it, but I ended up not using the bottle pocket holders a lot because they just hang a little bit sloppy. And so use them as pockets rather than water bottle holders. By the way, holding water bottles in slings, one of my least favorite things. not a necessity for me. I know that taking a water bottle on a hike is an important thing, but I'd rather it fit in the main compartment of the sling than have a dedicated water bottle pocket. That's just me. Next up, we have the lightest bag made by Bounce Design Labs. This is the Dapper Moda, and you can see right away why I like this bag. It is a funky colorway, and it's got a cool strap. This wins the award for coolest strap of the day. Come on, that's absurd. I love it. And then the bag itself is in Jungle X-Pack, this multicam Tropic. It's got a yellow interior on it, and it's got on the inside in this main, just one big main pocket here. Then on the front, one yellow pocket, nice size. And then you've got two zippered pockets on the front and one zippered pocket on the back. And then on the backpack, another zippered pocket, all lined with this yellow. Now, this is the lightest bag from Bounce Design Labs. It's an X-Pack bag with no additional hardware, so the straps are sewn directly into the side of the bag, and no magnets, which is a real departure for Bounce Design Labs. This Dapper Moda comes magnet-free, which makes the bag really, really light, and makes me question whether or not the team at Bounce Design Labs should start making a normal version, magnified, of all their slings, and a light version that has no magnets. Because, you know, that 4DC is awesome, but if it was also light like this, that 4DC might be the best bag they have. So, interesting. A light version rather than an entire new bag like the Dapper Moda here might be an interesting play. But this is a really interesting bag. It's got one killer flaw for me as a user that keeps me from grabbing it, and I haven't even really taken the tags off of it yet because of this one thing, which is that when you wear this bag, the strap's sewn into the side of the bag instead of being on any kind of swivel or, you know, coming off at a sling, kind of a rakish angle. It just carries a little bit funky for me, and the straps start twisting the minute they come off the bag. Now, I think it's very intentional because, again, by doing this, they have taken all the extra weight out of the bag. But for me, I'd rather have a little bit of extra weight and a little bit of swivel and give in the strap. Your mileage may vary. That might actually be the easiest to carry bag from Bounce Design Labs. It's a really interesting bag. Came out of left field. Was not expecting them to release the Dapper Moda. All right, let's keep rolling. 1, 2, 3. We're 3 bags in. The next bag I wanted to show you is a fun one, and this is from a company that you should just bookmark. This is Indispensable, a company from Tokyo, Japan, and they do have a 1-inch strap on this bad boy. What is this? This is a quilted sacoche shoulder bag, and it is the essence of simplicity. So it is ultra light, but not a modern material. It's just a quilted nylon, and I think the look that they achieve here is really cool, and it just shows off. We've seen a canvas bag, a nylon bag with ripstop. We've seen X-Pack. This is just a quilted nylon with a little puffiness to it. It's got 2 drop pockets with zippered pockets inside of it, and then in the main compartment, one big cavernous main compartment with one zippered pocket in here. But overall, this bag just looks nice and feels nice and is a great useful size. These slip pockets on the front are exactly the right size for a modern phone, for a power bank, for so much that fits that. I mean, passport, wallet, power bank, and then you've got this D-ring right here to clip your AirPods to. I could just go on about this bag. This is a work of art. I love this bag. But more than that, I really like this maker. They are brave. I mean, they made this. So that's Indispensable Tokyo, Indispensable from Japan, and it is just a beautiful little ultralight bag. You should follow this maker. They're always experimenting with new fabrics, new designs, and they are brave, like really brave, and less expensive than you would think, but kind of hard to buy. What do I mean by that? You just can't go to indispensable.com and buy most of what they sell. You're going to have to buy through third parties. So since you're going to have to buy through third party sites anyway for some of this stuff, my recommendation if you want any Japanese bag is first go to Buyee, BUYEE.jp, search for it on Mercari or Yahoo Shopping from Japan or Rakuten. You'll likely get a very good, like I did, cheap used bag. And it'll feel new because it will be in such great condition. And you'll save a lot of money. So I've got a whole video on that. Make sure you check that out. How to buy Japanese bags for cheap. Okay, let's keep rolling. Next up, a bag we have already featured on the channel. Wanted to show it to you anyway because it is, aside from this Duraflex buckle, which is still my favorite way to have closure on a sling bag. And it's important that we have closure, everyone. It's important that you have closure. All right, so we'll open up this bag. This is the Navigator. Is it the Aviator? I can't keep these things straight. Anyway, we got a whole video on this, but I bring it forward to show you TomTok is making some dirt cheap, great ultralight crossbody slings. The compact EDC, let's call it the Aviator. This is the one that's RFID blocking and a gray grid stop material. It's just a really nice, easy to carry bag. This one in particular, the 3.5 liter, is my favorite bag that TomTok is making right now. It's just really good. And you can also go to TomTok's site and click on the TomTok times U, the letter U, and you can customize your own bags with X-Pack or with Cordura and make some crazy colorways if you want, or just make a color that you like. And these bags are really, really nice, easy to carry, and you can spend 8 times, 9 times as much as some of these bags. Get a $200 sling bag. I'm going to show you some very expensive sling bags, but not necessarily get a better bag. This is just fine, and it carries great, and it looks good when you're wearing it, and sometimes you don't need to spend more. Like the Dapper Moda is, I think, Bounce's cheapest bag right now, right up there. So you don't always have to spend more, and a lot of times you can buy used and save yourself quite a bit of money. All right, let's keep rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're halfway through our list. Goodness gracious. Next up, from Sealon. Just reviewed this bag on the channel. This is the M2. We won't go too long since there's a fresh out of the oven review for you to watch, but this is a very nice bag that has a couple of flaws, but overall is well constructed and well conceived. You have a really useful ultra stretch pocket right here on the front. You have another pocket over here that runs the whole length of the bag for secondary materials, and then the main compartment is just one big cavernous pocket, and it is all these modern ultralight materials. It rides really well when you carry it. The only thing I really didn't like a ton about this bag was the strap and the attachment of the strap. Again, just like the Palante bag. I'm sorry, Palante, if I'm saying that wrong. Palante, I think, is how you say it. Sealon, I'm pretty sure is how you say it. But it's got a G hook, and it's also sewn into the bag. And it's a 1/2 inch strap. It's just not great. So, not my favorite strap, not super expandable, and sewn into the bag. And I'll show you an example later of how they could have avoided the problems I see with that. So, Sealon M2, super ultralight. And if you're not a super big person, then this bag actually might be pretty great. Comparable in size to this sling from TomTok. So you're talking like a 2.5 to 3 liter-ish feeling bag with the extra pocket on the outside too, which will stretch it up even a little bit more and give you some additional functionality. That front pocket, that's pretty dope. All right, bag number 6. Let's keep rolling. Bag number 7, I just got in. This one is fresh off the plane, like legit fresh off the plane. And this one is from Orbit Gear. Orbit Gear is an Indonesian bag company, and you can follow them on social media. Their bags are heavy on street style, so super funky styles. You know, kind of you wear it with your puffy parka that zips over your face, and I kid. But it's a really cool looking bag. I was just in love with this when I saw it. You've got this funky patch on the front, which is not removable. Spoiler alert, if you buy this bag like me, thinking that you're just going to rip that patch off and put your own patch on, that is not removable. So you're going to have to seam ripper it off. I've decided I'm going to leave it because I like funky, crazy stuff. You do have attachment points and D-rings on this little sacoche. Then you have a zippered pocket right here on the side that just gets you into this here. And you can see you can stick your arm all the way through. It's one pocket accessible by both sides. On the back of the bag, you have a convenient grab handle. No problems with that. You have a very unique strap setup on this. You can see I have a super premium 1-inch strap, and that super premium 1-inch strap is attached on this side by a plastic hook, which is super ultra lightweight, and on this side by something I've never seen before. Check that out. It is looped around one of these molly patches here, or molly attachment points, and it is just an elastic band double looped through these O-rings. So instead of sewing the strap in, which does save weight, they've taken an ultralight hook and just a piece of cord and attached it to O-rings so that you can, if you want to, change the strap out to something else or remove the strap and turn it into a pocket, which is really, really useful for these ultralight bags. On the inside of this bag, what do you have? One slip pocket and one drop pocket and a zipper closure. Really nice little pocket. Good news for those of you watching this video pretty soon to when I make it, on sale for 44 bucks. Great news for those of you watching later, Orbit Gear is always running sales. In terms of quality of construction and value for money, Orbit Gear, with their frequent sales, their sales are honestly so frequent that I consider the sale price the regular price and the full price just something you would never pay, which is probably a bad business strategy, but don't tell them. So really cool bag, 44 bucks. You can get free shipping if you hit a certain threshold, so find yourself a backpack too. But really, really nice bag. I genuinely enjoy this, and I love the mix of canvas and X-Pack. This kind of modern and classic is one of my favorite moves that any bag maker ever makes. Blending a modern material and a classic material. Canvas, leather, wax canvas, Cordura even with X-Pack, Eco-Pack, etc. You know what I'm saying. All right. Now, I am really, really hyped. So why am I hyped? Well, I'm hyped because I'm showing you a company that I've wanted to review on this channel for a while, and I'm doing it as part of a top 10 list, which I have reservations about. I really want to make my own video for this, and I probably will. So, where are we going next? We're going to Hood, Oregon, to Alpine C company, AlpineCCO, right? And this is their Pocket series. This is made out of that new canvas X-Pack. I love this material. Feels so good. And then on the inside here, it's just the rubberized side. It says made in Oregon. These are handmade bags in Oregon. Wow. And on their new website, which just launched, well, today, when I am sitting in the present, it had just launched. For you sitting in the future, it might have launched 6 months ago. Anyway, you can get this bag in 3 different sizes, small, medium, or large. Great naming conventions, and I'm not being facetious. Seriously, we don't small, medium, large, and it's called the Pocket. Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Love that. Don't go crazy. You don't have to go crazy unnecessarily. This is the medium size. I like the medium size. It's a pocket. It's got one zippered compartment on the front, one zippered compartment on the back. It's got aqua guard zippers for the main compartment, regular zipper for the back compartment. It has customizable strap, and I have chosen this beautiful topo pattern. How cool is that? I've never seen it before. Never. Anyway, with this company, for a lot of their products, you get to customize the material that you want the bag made out of, and this is cutting edge, great material. And you get to customize the sling, or excuse me, the strap, and buy more straps. And this is a super premium feeling 1/2-inch strap with a little gated G-hook here, which means I can change them out. Easy. Gated G-hook on this side too. So to other bags who are sewing your strap in, why? Why did you do that? You could just do this. It's literally just a loop. Sew the loop in, attach the... And it's not just about changing out the strap to me. It's also about the functionality of turning it into a pocket, which is the name of this bag, or for some bigger folks, the strap that you've envisioned for yourself as a maker might not actually work. And so giving those folks the ability to just hop on Amazon or wherever and get an extra large strap that will be comfortable for their body means that you are expanding, literally, the amount of people who can use your bag. So if possible, makers, try not to sew your bag strap directly into the bag. Just do us all a favor and give yourself some little hooks and roll with it. And there's multiple different ways you can achieve that, obviously, but when you do it, saves you some time, but maybe makes your bag unusable for some people, which is a downer. All right, next up. How many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I've got one more. I got a bonus bag, sorry. Anyway, next up, I'm going to show you the Mr. Trigger from Camel Chops. Y'all know I'm addicted to this bag. Well, maybe some of you don't. But this is a beautiful crossbody bag. And somebody asked me literally last week, what's the one bag that you just grab more than every other bag that you own? Honestly, it's this one. This little Mr. Trigger in waxed canvas. Now, you're probably saying, Clint, waxed canvas is not ultralight. And I'm here to tell you, you're right. But I don't have the ultralight version of this bag. I'd be glad to take one. But this is, they also make this bag in Dyneema. They make this bag in X-Pack. And so Wayne and the team over at Camel Chops, which is in the UK, are churning out handmade bags. And they make them in a lot of materials. And you can customize the interior at no extra cost. So make sure that you get the upgraded strap. This is the tech strap. It's got fid locks, and it goes from a, you can see here, a 1 inch to 1.5 inches strap. So yeah, you'll want to do that. You really will want to do that. And then you can see it's just a really useful bag. It's got 2 slip pockets and a zippered pocket, and then it's got a nice zippered pocket on the front and a zippered pocket on the back. AquaGuard zippers everywhere. It's got hook and loop, but you can customize it. You're working to make a kind of custom bag for yourself here, and so you can customize the interior. You can say, I want hook and loop, I don't want hook and loop. You can really chat with the team at Camel Chops and say, this is my vision, can we do that thing? The answer will probably be yes, unless you're trying to go crazy. But I don't have an ultralight version of this bag. You could very easily make an ultralight version of this bag with a different material choice, and it is just a joy to carry. It is one of the pricier bags that we've looked at today, though. You know, you're talking about 150 pounds, 175 US dollars, so you're paying up, but literally it's a guy making your bag in England. And some of these bags are, you know, larger production situations, but some of these bags are just a family or a person making bags, which I love. Okay, we're going to do two more. We're going to do first my bonus bag, which I just always want to give a shout to. This is the CCO X from Alpha 19er. It is currently my reigning most useful bag in the universe. This is the new X-Pack version. It is towing the line of what we're talking about with the ultralight category. Red interior, the most pockets in the universe. 3 on the back, 2 on the front, stretchy bottle pockets. Main compartment has 3 pockets inside of it, in addition to 2 D-rings. The strap is sewn in, but generous. Like, really, really generous. A gigantic, gigantic strap that will fit most people on the market, I would say. And it is a crossbody bag designed to be worn to your side, kind of satchel style. But if you haven't seen this bag, I've got multiple videos of it on the channel. It is the largest bag that we're talking about today, but I would feel weird if I did a video about ultralight crossbody bags and didn't include my favorite, even though it toes the line of what's acceptable to call ultralight. It is such a good bag, though, that I have to mention it to y'all. Go watch this video. Last up, we have 3 bags. I cheated again. All right, 3 bags, but 1 maker. And this is Dispatch. Dispatch makes some awesome stuff. This bag behind me right here, this is from Dispatch. It's a Dyneema day pack. And, oh man, I just love it. But we're talking today about the unit sling pouch. They also have another kind of larger sling series just called the Dispatch Sling Pack. This is the sling pouch, the unit, okay? And it is an absolute unit of a bag. I had to. But this is the regular size version, the R&D version, R&D, Research and Development. It's got the fancier materials. This one is Dyneema, black Dyneema with coyote accents inside of it. But what is it? It's just a super light bag with an unnecessarily weighty addition here. They've added a fidlock, which is so fun to play with and adds quite a bit of weight to the bag. Not sure why they did that, but the bag itself is really, really, really fun to wear. Like, really fun to wear. It is a great ultralight bag. It is awesome. It is not, though, as awesome as this, which is the unit sling pouch large from Dispatch. This one takes everything that's good about that last bag and makes it better. And not just the size, because bigger is not always better in the bag world, but this one has 3 slip pockets in the front compartment, a great little key attachment, little AquaGuard zipper pouch for tech up here, and then a really easy to access pocket on the back, and a really nice strap here that you can customize the color on. Now, it also does go into fidlock territory, but I'm here to tell you, you can change the strap. If you don't want the fidlock and you don't like the strap, it's just an interchangeable strap. And you can bring any strap. You can go buy a strap from the great people at Alpine C company and put on your own strap onto the bag. No issues at all. And this bag, which we're going to close up with today. This is the vertical unit sling pouch. So this is another version of this bag, and it is also just as dang cool. And with this one, it actually took me a hot minute to figure out how to wear this one, if I'm being honest. But with this one, you want this zipper here to face you when you're wearing it, okay? And so you want it like this, and then you put it like this, just over one shoulder, and then you bring this around like here, which is a weird behavior because you're used to tossing a bag over your head in terms of the strap, but this one is really funky cool. And again, it's ultra light, and it is even, I'd say, one step above ultralight. It's ultralight and form-fitting. You can actually wear this one under a vest. I mean, reach in, you got your stuff, drop pocket here, and then a hidden pocket on the back. And there's a stretchy phone pocket in here as well. So you know, a really useful style of carry for somebody especially who's traveling or is in a safety conscious situation. All right. Wow. That's it. I've got multiple more videos coming up. We're going to do a couple of weeks coming up where I just introduce you to bag makers, show you a couple of examples of their work, and tell you what I appreciate about those bag makers. So that'll be the next couple of videos. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, smack the bell, subscribe, all that jazz. Everybody, wow, this is quite a pile of ultralight bags. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was useful for you. If you found a bag in particular that you enjoyed, drop a comment. Let me know which one really spoke to you. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Thank you so much, as always, for the love and the support, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.